Well, if you're at home this morning and you're suffering from the flu, or perhaps you know someone who is suffering from the flu, we've got some very good things that you should know this morning, things that could prevent you from catching it. Here with more is Dr. Anil Mangla. He's the Assistant Director for Metro Health. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having me in this morning.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, too.
I don't know what it is, Dr. Mangla. Are we hearing more about the flu, or is it that more people are getting the flu? There seems to be a lot of talk lately about the flu.
Right. So when we look at our past few years, we've had a very mild season for the past 2 years. So this year, it's not uncommon to see an increase in flu this time of the year. We actually expect this to increase in the next few weeks as well.
We expect it to increase.
Yes.
That's a little bit scary, Dr. Mangla.
No, it's not. It's
No?
just we had few mild seasons. So when you look at seasons, flu seasons are unpredictable.
I see.
And normally flu peaks in January, end of January. So this is not uncommon that we've seen this year.
Well, I've heard several people that have actually died from the flu in other countries. So when I hear that, I get scared because I realize that if you contract it and you aren't able to treat it, what are some of the preventative things that we can do to ensure that we are not a statistic, so to speak?
So every year there's almost about 23,000 to 36,000 people that die of flu. So we hear that, but you don't hear that, but that's normally numbers and statistics from CDC. What is very important when you're looking at prevention is that CDC has 3 very important goals and advice for the community. Number 1 is get vaccinated.
Number 1.
We are not, we still peaking with our flu season, so it's not too late to get vaccinated. When you look at the flu season starts in November, ends in May. So we're on the peak of flu season, so it's very important to get vaccinated.
Okay.
Number 2, basic hygiene. Make sure you wash your hands all the time.
Yes.
Use sanitizers. Try to avoid crowds. If you have a fever and you're sick, stay at home. So those are some of the things that are very important. And then thirdly, if you are prescribed an antiviral for flu, ensure that you complete that dose.
Complete that dose. Now, how soon, once you've started experiencing symptoms, how soon before you get treated? Because a lot of times we'll think, oh, well, it's the cold or it's allergies, and we'll treat it ourselves for a week or two. Is the best remedy to get vaccinated early before you even have symptoms, or once you have symptoms, you go get checked out?
Yes, so the vaccination is very important, and it takes 2 weeks for your body to build the antibodies. So you want to ensure that you get vaccinated as early in the season as possible.
Okay.
Right now, there's other criteria for vaccinations. It's not one fits all. There's a variety of vaccinations for flu available.
Okay.
And so you have what's called the flu mist, and then you have the normal injections.
Okay, in the flu mist, who's a good candidate for that?
So flu mist, anybody that's the age of 2 years to 49 years of age. It's a nasal.
Okay.
But if someone's asthmatic, they should not go into the flu mist. But a physician would advise the parent on what's going to be the best alternative. Right now, the most important thing is it doesn't matter which vaccine, it's just get vaccinated. Get vaccinated.
That is the most important information we can share with you this morning. Dr. Mangla, we thank you so much for being here. Now, if you have questions with regards to something that you've heard here, 207-8780 is the number, or go to sanantonio.gov/health. There's plenty more information there, Dr. Mangla. We thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure.
All right.